Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Daniel Fawaz bin Muhammad Ramli and I am from JBA1112C. My metric number is 2022624608. Today I would like to talk about the difference between activity-based costing and traditional costing for overhead computation. The first thing is, overhead items are listed and assigned to various production and service department for traditional costing, while activity-based costing, the overhead items are listed and assigned to activities termed as cost pools. The next thing is, overhead rate on common basis of absorption is calculated to arrive at one amount of overhead charge for traditional costing, while activity-based costing, the activities or cost drivers are used to determine the cost of the cost objects. That's all from me. Thank you.
The first difference between activity-based costing and traditional costing is predominantly. Predominantly is something that is mainly. The first one is about activity-based costing helps in estimates cost per unit that incurred at batch level, product level, and facility level. Traditional costing method will end up conclude overhead absorption cost, whether it is overstated or understated regarding to the identified basis. The next one is about certainty. Activity-based costing is focusing on activity performed, then move to the production overhead analysis. This is stated because activity-based costing will evaluate in depth on what is actually being done. Meanwhile, traditional costing method is more about production resource consumed, still include the department service costing. The third one is about reliability. So activity-based costings provides a lot more simple way to recognize the cost driver that can be ascertained to other cost objects. Hence, activity-based costing can help in computing various operating activities and can be applied in whether low or high overhead companies. Unlike traditional costing method accumulates cost from facility-wise and departmental costs. It requires major process of computation because the cost in each overhead pools will be affected by many complex factors that are difficult to recognize.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is Ifana Ziham Abdulaziz and today I will be explaining about the importance of cost driver in activity-based costing. So an activity cost driver refers to the action that cause variable cost to increase or decrease. So the multiple cost drivers that is used in activity-based costing tends to absorb the resulting overhead more accurately, since more overhead can be traced, and this can lead to better information for product costing and price decision. So therefore, the business will be more profitable. Furthermore, we can prevent from understating or overstating the production overhead, as the cost behavior are more realistic since the overhead is linked with the cost drivers.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Maisarabati Masrum from JBA1112C. Today I want to present chapter 4 overhead. In this chapter, we can have the advantage and disadvantage of activity-based costing. First, I want to talk about 3 advantages of activity-based costing. Firstly, it allowed us to assign specific overhead costs to more expensive products. Activity-based costing gives managers more accurate production costs. This can help business make more informed decisions about which product to produce or help them find cheaper method of production. It also can help when determining pricing for individual products. In addition to having a clear understanding of the manufacturing costs, the process of gathering the data is also easy with activity-based costing. Most management members can identify the cost of each activity once they have the necessary data. This may also help in making production decisions that impact pricing. Second, it gives more accurate data for profit margin. This is because activity-based costing account for non-manufacturing costs or indirect costs that you may not have otherwise considered. It can help with improving profit margin. Having more accurate profit margin can help business leaders make important decisions. It also can help reduce or transfer production costs, allowing management to improve their profit margin even further with effective pricing strategy. Third, allow us to evaluate the efficiency of production and make improvement. This method allows managers to assign value to indirect costs, treating them as if they were direct costs. By breaking down the indirect costs of each activity, they can make improvement. Managers can use the activity-based costing method to evaluate things like management influence, inspection process, and the overall cost of different departments. Now, everything in this world has its own advantage and disadvantage. We move to disadvantage of activity-based costing. First, it can be more time-consuming. Activity-based costing can be more time-consuming process. Instead of calculate total cost and dividing them equally over all products, team members have to evaluate the cost of each product manually. They have to go through the process of dividing product into different pools. Second, it may not be an option for smaller companies. Smaller companies that have small overhead costs may find that using activity-based costing is not as efficient as other options. They are also more likely to use market-based costs while calculating data, while it doesn't always align with activity-based costing. You may most often find activity-based costing in the manufacturing industry. However, it is proving to be beneficial in other industries too. That's all from me. Thank you.